Hey guys, it's Pokemon Breeder Club here. I got a battle today against xxtorterra. I just finished the match and I got owned, and I just want to show you guys the video because he's really good, and I'll post his channel in the description so you guys can subscribe to him. So I start off with Electivire. He starts off with the Crobat. I already predicted this switch, and on accident I ran away the first match and I still lost. I was still gonna lose anyway, so yeah, I didn't predict him sending out the Lantern, but then all of a sudden he switches out to a Starly. I used Earthquake thinking that he was gonna use something else. Doesn't affect Starly. Go for a T-Bolt. Super effective. Going for Oko, but all of a sudden it's got a Focus Sash, so it's at 1. So I'm like, oh fuck. Now it uses Endeavor. I'm like, oh my god, this is horrible, what the hell. And I'm just sitting there watching my Electivire die. And it goes off with a quick attack. So I'm like, alright, just screw it. I don't think I'll need that anymore anyway. I think I was only going to need it on that Crobat. So I send out my Avapom. Go for a double hit. It misses because Avapom's a faggot. So it uses another Endeavor. I'm like, oh, what the hell. I was thinking that my whole team's going to get taken out by it. So that happens. I'm expecting a quick attack out of it, which it uses. So a level 100 Starly just took out 2 of my Pokemon in like the very beginning of the match. So I send out my Dragonite just for Dragon Rush, just to take it out, get that over with before I got screwed again. Sends out Lantern or whatever that thing's called. So I take back my Dragonite because I know that thing has Ice Beam from the match before, which I accidentally ran away from. It was a total accident. Sorry, xxtorterra about that. So he goes for a Thunder Wave. I'm just like, my Snorlax can take that because it's got a decent amount of HP and leftover, so it's good. Sends out a Torterra. Of course, it won't move because of the Paralyze. So I send out my Politoed because it knows Ice Beam. Torterra uses Curse, which I thought it was. I was thinking of the other Curse at first, and then lets me use that Ice Beam. I think that it's an Oko. I don't remember. All I know is I got my ass whooped. Yeah. Like, last a bit. Wood Hammer, I'm waiting for my Politoed to hang on. Cause I made sure it has good defense, but I doubt it would hang on. So there goes my Politoed. His Torterra's hitting with recoil, so that's pretty good. So I don't need to worry about that anymore. So I'm thinking on what he's going to send out. All of a sudden he sends out Bastiodon. So I'm glad I picked my Machamp. I go for Dynamic Punch. I miss. He goes for Metal Burst, but it failed. So now I actually get to use the Dynamic Punch. 1-hit KO right here. Perfect. Oh no, my bad. Focus Sash. I thought it was in 1 hit. So it's Focus Sash. It's confused. So I'm like, oh, alright. Maybe it'll hit itself. But no, it goes for Metal Burst. I'm like, what? So my Machamp is going down really fast. So that's not a good sign. It's taken out. 1-hit KO on with a Bastiodon, which I would have had if he didn't have Focus Sash. So I send out my big boy again, Snorlax. Thank God the Bastodon's confused because it hurt itself. I used Crunch because I thought I was going to be able to, like, hit his Pokemon, but I guess, I don't know. It was pretty weird. Goes for a Confuse Ray. This is what I like about his strategy. He paralyzes you first, and then I'll use a Confuse Ray. So that's all I know about his Lantern is you kept using Thunder Wave on me. So my leftovers kick in. Good. I'm happy about that. But then somehow I keep getting... Goes for a Wing Attack. And I think he was making sure I flinch on this, and it worked. And he switches out to a Metagross. I hit myself in confusion, of course, because this is my experimental team, and apparently it sucked balls. So I can't wait to make a new team. Well, I'm going to keep some of the team together. I just want to change up the moves and stuff. And I'm just going to sit there and battle against wild Pokemon so they don't get confused as much and they love me. So, my Snorlax is still confused. I used Rollout on accident. I totally forgot that Rollout was rock and not ground. So I was like, oh. Now, I think I get taken out right here by Psychic. I don't remember. But my Snorlax was pretty bulky. But yeah, it gets taken out. What else? Oh, my last Pokemon is Dragonite. So I'm screwed. Like, I don't know what to do. And his Dragonite's not as good as I thought it was. It's only good on speed, but I was thinking about trying to get a Dragon Dance in, but I knew I was just gonna get taken out by this guy's team. He's extremely good. So I go for a Fly just to stay in, and his Sidekick misses. Of course, he switches out to his Lantern, and that Fly is completely pointless because that Lantern was Ice Beam and stuff. So I'm like, I don't know what to do. Use his leftovers, so Dragon Rush it. Does a decent amount, not as I didn't think it would do any more than what it did. So, like, he goes for a Thunder Wave, paralyzes me. I think he goes for a Confuse Ray next. I can't remember, even though we just did it. Yep, goes for the Confuse Ray. Dragon Rush again. Of course I miss. Now he goes for the Ice Beam. And then that's pretty much it. I got whooped. I'm going to put his link in the description. Subscribe to him, add him as a friend, and face him. He's extremely good. Thanks for the good match, xxtorterra, and hopefully we'll battle again with the new team.